John Lithgow admits his corniest villain role in Sylvester Stallone's '90s action movie had his career best death scene. John Lithgow is no stranger to playing villains. The actor has played a number of standout roles over the course of his 50-plus-year career, particularly excelling and gaining notoriety for his memorable supporting characters. In addition to providing the voice of the villainous Lord Farquaad in Shrek 2001, Lithgow played villain characters in Ricochet 1991, Bombshell 2019, Blowout 1981, Raising Cain 1992, and the Dexter TV show. He also appeared as a larger-than-life villain in a 1993 movie starring Sylvester Stallone. Stallone has been a fixture of the action genre for decades, getting his start with Rocky in 1976 and continuing to play the iconic boxer in a handful of sequels. He's also known for playing tortured veteran Rambo, of course, a role that dates back to 1982's First Blood. Since then, Stallone has appeared in action movies like Cobra 1986, Demolition Man 1993, Judge Dredd 1995, The Expendables 2014, Bullet to the Head 2012, and Escape Plan 2013. His 1993 collaboration with Lithgow, however, remains a standout entry in the action genre. John Lithgow names Cliffhanger's Eric Quallen his corniest villain. Lithgow reveals that he thinks Cliffhanger features his corniest villain role, but that it also features his best death scene. Directed by Rennie Harlin, the action film features Stallone starring as Gabe Walker, a search and rescue mountain climber who finds himself tangled up in the heist of a U.S. Treasury plane when suitcases full of cash get lost in the Rocky Mountains. Sporting a posh British accent, Lithgow's Eric Quallen serves as the movie's central antagonist, a man who will stop at nothing to recover the missing cash. In a recent interview with Variety, in which he attempts to guess his lines from movies over the course of his career, Lithgow looks back fondly on his time as Quallen in Cliffhanger. The actor says that though Quallen is his corniest villain role, it remains a career highlight because of his climactic battle with Stallone, which takes place in part on top of an upside-down helicopter as it hangs from the side of a mountain. Check out Lithgow's comment on Cliffhanger below. My corniest villain, but it's survived the test of time, and with Sly Stallone. The big climax is a huge fight to the death with Sylvester Stallone on the belly of an appended helicopter sort of harnessed to a mountain rock face 30,000 feet above sea level. And at the end, after pummeling each other, this huge battle royale, the helicopter comes loose and falls all the way down and crashes. The best death I've ever had. Doing a big fight scene with Sly Stallone, that's top of the food chain. Our take on Lithgow's villain in Cliffhanger. Cliffhanger may now be more than 30 years old, but it remains one of Stallone's best ever action movies with some truly remarkable set pieces. Lithgow is hamming it up as Quallen, but it works in the context of the movie. Cliffhanger came only 5 years after Die Hard, and the movie is clearly an attempt to recapture the dynamic between a resilient Everman and a slick criminal that was present between Bruce Willis, John McClane, and Alan Rickman's Hans Gruber. Though Cliffhanger may not be quite as strong a film as Die Hard, it certainly succeeds when it comes to thrills, and Quallen is a villain who is easy to root against. As Lithgow says, the final set piece involving the helicopter is also a unique stage for a climactic fight sequence. Even though it would be hard to call Quallen Lithgow's best character or most iconic villain, Cliffhanger definitely remains a top film for both Lithgow and Stallone.